Today on Neighbors Neighboring, we talk about queenagers. What do you even think that is?
Vultures. To carcass or not to carcass?
And
an assessment worth a sidewalk side-eye. It's time for Neighbors Neighboring with Amber and Jen. Hey, neighbors.
Hey, neighbors.
Deep cleansing breaths.
We had some technical difficulties in the green room today, but Amber's a champ. And I asked many times, well, several times, is there anything I can do to help? To which the answer is usually no.
No. I wish there was.
I'm like pressing buttons. I don't know. But
I don't know.
Crisis averted.
Crisis has been averted. The show must go on.
And so it will.
And here we are. So we have some exciting stuff to talk about because we have this new little database finding stories for us, and I can't wait to read a story to you. That's
I'm excited.
Gonna be fun. But in the meantime, what's happening with you?
I went for my mammogram finally today.
Nothing like a little squishy boob situation.
Squishing the boob. Squishing the boob.
Side action.
And like I have,
action.
like they're not voluminous. So
Right.
like the first time I ever went, I was like, how are they even going to smush it?
They
But
get it in
do.
there.
They find a way to do it.
They do the like the pancake fold up. Like,
Well, they
not the
try.
Just
I
like
mean, there's
the
not much there
massage
to like fold up, but it's like a tiny little squeeze. And because I apparently have dense breasts, last time I had to go back.
Oh, to get an ultrasound?
Ultrasound.
Yeah.
I kept calling it a sonogram. I was like, that's not right.
Right. I mean, there's similarities for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I was on my way there this morning, I got very distracted because there were like all these balloons and a giant inflatable iced coffee in front of Dunkin' Donuts. And I really wanted to know what was going on, but I still don't have an idea.
Oh, I thought you were going to drop me some info.
I did Google it at a stoplight, but it was like, they'll do this when there's new ownership or grand opening. Later this month, I believe on the 27th, it is National Iced Coffee Day. So fun fact for everybody.
You know what we never did?
What?
Was go to that little mobile coffee, the pink coffee shop.
There's
like, it parks down at the bank.
We have never done that.
No, we have got to do it.
Does it still come?
I don't know. We can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they want to come to our 8,000 person year anniversary.
Maybe they can be one of the food trucks.
Fabulous. We're taking requests and we're taking offers for consideration. Yeah, applications.
Yes. We are not considering the email dumps that keep coming into us to get people on the podcast. I did respond to one today.
Oh, did you?
I did. And then I was like, oh, this is just spam. It's not spam though. Like I think what happened, so just so you guys know, we have our email address and then we get these individuals that say, hey, the episode that you guys had with Mystica and Melissa was so great. And they'll cite all the stuff that happened in the episode. And they'll say, hey, we have someone we'd love to have on your podcast, which is the first time it came through. I was like, wow, this is so cool. I was like, this is so neat.
Oh my gosh.
People want to be on our podcast. This is out of control.
I've been invited to be on podcasts tonight. Like
Yes.
I never really respond. I probably should say yes, but
You should. You should. So I responded to this one today. And it was like, but they cite all this information. They probably just have something go out and listen, then write a summary of it say like, hey, this is their podcast is this type of a vibe. So like have this energy in their response.
It's totally a bot.
Oh yeah.
It's a bot. 100%.
Because as soon as I responded, we got another email immediately. I just went straight to spam.
You're like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope,
so if you want to be on our podcast because you think you're cool and you're in Pittsburgh, because we're only taking
hit us up.
Only local guests, but like don't give us a spam email.
No.
We know how to identify them now.
Yes.
And we are not going to click on your links. We are not clicking on your links.
Don't you try to get one over on us. We too smart for that now.
We too smart for that.
I still don't have an accent for
Friday.
I still don't.
2 days. You're 2 days down.
The last one came off the cuff, and hopefully I'll pull something out. Jason and I were watching Casino the other night.
Love it.
And so
Great
I was,
movie.
but I feel at odds between my character's actual backstory, but backstory location.
Well, because she lives in Manhattan.
Well, she's from Manhattan and she's a ballerina, but now she's like a disco champ.
I feel like, you know what? Did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
I did.
Go watch a couple episodes of Gossip Girl and talk like Blair.
I could do that. I could try that.
Yeah. And it's like just a little, she's snooty, you know?
Snooty might be a good vibe for me.
Snooty would be I think you can pull it off. I
People
definitely
are going to be like, how is this any different from how you are normally?
no. Oh my God, you are not snooty.
I'm aloof sometimes, but I'm good with the crew. I'm good with the neighbors. So
Yes, you're good with. We are good with other people too.
I mean, some.
That's just because you don't have a like of people
Mm-hmm.
or being around
Yeah.
people that are in your way and loud.
I mean, that can be a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I learned a new term today.
Tell me.
Queenager.
Ooh.
I would like you to tell me what you think queenager means.
I think it's a teenager that thinks that she deserves it all and has like a greater than thou mindset.
A queenager is someone of our age.
No.
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 The queen. They're queen. I'm in my queen years. Queenager. 40s, 50s, 60s.
A
The queenager is a confident, vibrant, and unapologetic woman in her midlife or beyond who embraces her age.
I don't know if we can classify me as a queenager. I'm not sure I embrace my age.
What?
I mean, I'm working on it.
But you can live like you're in your 20s and 30s.
Yeah. I guess I don't really,
You know,
I don't
like,
have like a big problem with
well,
it
let's
either,
talk
but I
about
don't,
what
embrace is a strong word.
Well, let's talk about what embracing your age means.
Okay.
What would you consider embracing your age means?
I think it means being happy with all aspects of what aging means.
Okay, so you're like, if you're okay with having wrinkles on your skin, then you can't be
I mean,
a
that's
queenager.
sort of where my mind goes
Yeah,
first.
okay. I want you to
Skin lab.
think. I want you to think beyond that.
I mean,
Think about
yeah.
your vibe, your energy.
I
like
think
where
that's
you're-
all great.
Yes, and you're doing that and embracing what your current age is.
Maybe I can be a queager. I'm not fully there. I'm almost a queen,
That was
but
way
I'm
too
not.
close to the word queef. I don't like it. I don't think that's a good one. We have to think of something else. A queef.
That's going to mean something soon. We're not sure what, but we'll come up with it.
We're gonna it's gonna be part of our vocabulary.
Did you learn about this on TikTok,
Yeah,
the gram?
on the gram.
Okay.
It was actually one of my girlfriends sent it over, and it was a bunch of women in there. They were probably in their 50s, maybe in their 60s, and they
Yeah.
were on a boat, and they were vibing hard. They were
Oh.
enjoying life. They were enjoying the sun. They were embracing who they were, and just having just the best time, like in Cabo.
I love that. I saw an article.
You're a queenager then.
I guess I am a queenager. I'll own it.
Own it.
So I saw an article about like a bunch of women who I would classify as queenagers, although not stated as such in the article. They all together bought did you see the same
No,
thing?
but
They
I can feel it.
They bought some sort of like summer camp or something and rehabbed it, and they have like women's summer camp where they these. I think they're
What?
all friends, or I should have
Wait,
saved
did
that.
do they invite other women to their
There
summer camp?
might be other women involved. I'm gonna have to do a follow on to this, but
yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna definitely need to follow up.
I thought that was very cool. And then I also recently have Neighbors Neighboring Insta following an account that tries to help neighbors and close friends find housing in like pods and together, which I think is brilliant.
I think it's brilliant too.
I feel
think
like
it's brilliant, too.
we're making a return to community.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. What could we use as a name
beef?
for kibbutzes in America that are not really kibbutzes, but are not like that exactly? Because I'm not farming, to be clear. But
I don't even know what a kibbutz is.
Okay.
I've never even heard that term before.
You've never heard of a kibbutz? Okay.
No. Is
hold
it a
on.
Jewish term?
I believe it is. I know about it from my Israel trip. Kibbutz, Kibbutz, is a unique, voluntary, collective community in Israel, historically centered around communal living, socialism, and agriculture, while traditionally relying on farming and shared wealth, blah, 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 blah. So
I
it's,
definitely need
yeah.
boundaries in my kibbutz.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't go full kibbutz.
No.
No socialism.
No.
like sharing of wealth per se.
What about sharing of children?
In what sense?
Like, I'm going to drop my kids off.
Well,
And
if
you
you
can
have
take care of them.
No, I think that would be just the same as in the neighborhood. Like if you want,
Yeah.
if you're close with another couple that has kids and you're kind of like, oh, we're going out.
We're gonna
we're
kibbutz
going out
around
tonight.
together.
Like, can you look after little,
Yeah.
Johnny or whatever?
That's a great word, by the way.
Kibbutz.
I think I'm going to overuse it. A kibbutz
Yeah,
around. I mean,
modern kibbutz.
a modern kibbutz.
Perhaps we could call that the Queenager commune. God.
I think that might be an insult to Israel. So maybe not quite that, but
No, I'm just being
yes,
silly,
I like
obviously.
this.
But
I like this.
yeah, generally I do like the idea though. I was saying that I wanted to start an eco-enclave, which would be similar to Serenbe in outside Atlanta, Georgia, which is like a community I'm obsessed with. So
I don't know this Serenbe either.
okay, let's see if I can quickly Google. You know what we should start
I feel like I'm getting the pop culture education
I
today
know.
versus you getting a pop culture education. And this is pretty amazing.
It's like Serenity, Serene, Serenbe is the name of it. It's home to a 25-acre organic farm producing over 300 varieties of fruit and vegetables. They have residents. Hold on. Where is their actual
I do remember
website?
one of these communities being set up, but then the
Serenity.
the,
A
like-
wellness community.
yeah, and then the own, but that's for me. Feels very prime for crime.
Do they have trees? How many trees do they
How
have?
many trees? There's a lot of trees in
My
an
favorite.
enclave.
Can you do that again? This is my favorite moment of the episode about the trees. But they have all kinds of like housing and community, arts and culture, food and nature, living in Serenbe. Imagine a
Right. No,
community
there's
with a
n-
true sense of place, townhouses, cottages, and
they're-
estate homes.
they're
I'm obsessed.
Fundamentally flawed.
Why?
Fundamentally flawed.
Why?
Because this is literally where murder happens.
Murder happens in
Absolute
communal living
Murder and
situations.
murder and crime run rampant.
What is your foundation for this?
Because they're usually like set up by some extremist, right?
I don't think this
yeah,
one
they're
is, though.
extreme.
This
Like
is not a cult.
it's a cult. They're
It's
all
not
cults.
a cult.
It's a cult. It's a
It's
cult.
not
It's
a
not. It's not
cult.
the cult of personality either. It is a real cult. I'm telling you, Jen. Like I just don't. I think there are just not enough people that have this underlying true sense of pure goodness. That's really what they're doing. There's something someone's like underneath making the money. Someone under there is charging.
No. These are expensive places. This is not.
Bing,
This is a capitalist. There is definitely so then no one's going to get killed because it's about the money. It's not about a belief system in which you drink Kool-Aid and literally kill yourself.
No,
so I think
but
it's fine.
people are going to die because it is about the money. Because it's always about the money when people die.
I'm really struggling to track now. I think I just spit out into the center of the room.
We're not kibbutzing like that. Is
No,
what I'm
no,
gonna
no.
Say.
Okay,
we're
fine.
not going to have that type of kibbutz. We're going to have a normal one.
I'll give you veto power over
Yeah.
like we'll outline the mission, values, and
We'll have
behavioral
a strict
elements.
application process.
Basically, I just want to live in a place with people I like where I can walk for coffee and Pilates and also to a glass of wine.
No,
It's kind of like Hastings, like what Carla was telling us
I would
about.
also enjoy that immensely.
Yeah.
I would love to live in a neighborhood where I could literally walk to absolutely everything. It would be really, really great.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about walking like in our neighborhood where you have to go uphill for half a
Where
mile.
we live, it's not ideal.
No, I mean, people are like, Mount Lebanon, it's a walking neighborhood. It's not, all right? Some of it is. Like, if you live right off Washington Road, it's great. But if you live over here in the outskirts, it's not so pleasant.
The outskirts. I've started writing WVA manner on things now.
Have
like
you
a whole,
really?
let's just get straight to it, you know?
I
like,
love that.
in the pod promotional things that I'm working on.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so we're queenagers living in kibbutz.
Quasi kibbutz.
Quasi
We're working
kibbutz.
it out.
We're working
Eco
it out.
enclave. It's going to have a name. We're going to have to come up with a name.
We are not going to call it an eco-enclave. I'm telling you, murder.
Murder.
And crime. It's like we have to come up with a different name for it. Like eco-enclave. That sounds so pretentious too. I'm
I'm a little
going
pretentious.
to my eco-enclave.
Says the girl who only flies first class.
Look, I got my princess points. I'm not saying that. I don't have a problem with some of these things.
It
but
just doesn't overlap for you.
No.
It's not overlapping.
Eco-enclave just doesn't feel it doesn't give me the right joy.
All right, I'll come up with another.
Half the time I ride first class because I don't want to be around the people, the cattle herding.
That's fair.
Can't do it.
I just want more. Yeah,
like
I
it's
like
so
more
angry.
space.
Like I did with the beginning of this podcast. So angry. It's so easy to get me there.
Shake it out.
Shake
Shake
it
it out.
out, shake it. Okay, one more pop culture thing
Okay.
before we get into. I will have to decide when we want to get into neighborhood news or Sidewalk Side-Eye. We have
Ooh.
a good one today.
Yep.
Or the story. But here's your pop culture question of the day, or topic, I will say.
Okay.
Have you heard of Plathville?
No. Plathville?
Yes.
Is it a kibbutz?
I mean, kind of, maybe. Plathville is the name of a television show on TLC.
No.
And it centers around a family called the Plaths. And they are, if you were to look at them, you would say Aryan Nation. I mean, I hate to, not because that's what they are, but they're all just fair-skinned, super blonde, all blue eyes. Like, I don't even understand how the breeding happens in that family because they all look so much alike. The Platts are, they have a TLC show.
Okay.
And I don't recommend anybody watch it. There was one woman, her name was Olivia, and she married one of the Plaths and is no longer married to one of the Plaths, thank goodness, because she's a gem in my opinion. But the Plaths are an interesting study on Christian fundamentalism. And now they are no longer practicing that. And so they're out free in the world doing their things and have these they don't have the restrictions that they had before, but it is an absolute train wreck of a show. And now that Olivia is no longer on the show, I have such little joy for it that I'm probably going to stop watching it, although I'm still watching it. I don't know why.
You're sucked in like people go with Grey's Anatomy.
I am. Anyway, so the Plaths are not a good show to watch, but very pop culture oriented. And so now everybody go deep dive on Reddit on the Plaths and you'll see. It's just wild.
They got the show because they've like removed themselves from their fundamental background?
No, they started by just sticking to this fundamental background and then they evolved out of it. I think because they never even had TVs growing up. And I think what happened is they got famous and they're like, wait a second, a taste of the good life. Taste of the life without all these restrictions. They're like,
how does anyone live without TV?
I don't know. I don't know. I really enjoy it. It is a real pleasure of mine.
I like to put it on in the background. I'm not just like a one screen gal.
Yeah.
Queenager. I am a multi-screen.
Like phone,
queenager.
laptop,
I've got like
TV.
my phone going. Now I have two laptops going because I'm working on the pod and I'm working on work and I'm watching TV and I'm checking Insta. Maybe I'm just... I think I might need to go for some acupuncture. I might need to settle my nervous system a little bit.
This probably is a good idea for you, honestly. I have been, and
I have enjoyed it.
I have had great acupuncture sessions when they put the one right on the top of your head. Have you ever had that?
I don't know if I've ever had one quite just right in the top of my head.
Oh, it's the top of the head it's a money shot.
I'll ask about it next time I go.
It is
like, maybe I need this.
Freaking money shot. Are you ready for a story?
I am ready for a story.
Okay. So, guys, as you know, we continue to find wonderful, glorious stories online. This one comes from the Daily Mail News. And it's a little older.
That's okay.
But I think it is fascinating and unique, and I would love to share it with you and get your thoughts and reactions around it.
I'm settled in.
So this is the title of it. Panic as North Carolina neighborhood is overtaken by vultures.
Vultures?
Vultures.
Okay.
And one couple is to blame.
I can't wait to hear where this is going.
Residents in a sleepy North Carolina town are at war after a nature-loving couple encouraged hundreds of vultures to roost on their roof, causing chaos on the streets. Ken and Linda Ostrand said that they love birds, and they love that they visit their backyard in Hillsborough every day and often feed them scraps of leftover meat and carcasses.
What kind of carcasses does someone have lying around? Okay.
However, some of their neighbors aren't as fond of the feathered friends, complaining that they damage roof shingles with their talons and pave the sidewalks in unsightly excrement.
I love that we have to classify the excrement as
It's
unsightly because it could be lovely,
It
but
could
we
be,
gotta make
yes.
sure that's clear.
The 2-year dispute between the Austrians and some of their neighbors escalated into a court battle earlier this year, a complaint seen by the Daily Mail shows. The Austrians have been accused of feeding scraps to the vultures, which lured more and more vultures to congregate at and near their property. The petition accuses the Austrians of violating the town code by encouraging the birds. The code prohibits the feeding of wildlife or placing attractant material such as food scraps outdoors on public or private property for the purpose of feeding wildlife. The couple said the birds came with their home when they purchased it in 2017, attracted to the large yard on a sun-soaked south-facing slope surrounded by tall trees. They began feeding the birds shortly after moving in when a deer died in the yard and they did not know how to dispose of it while workmen were building a fence. One of the workmen found a dead deer in the backyard and said, "What do you want me to do with it?" They moved the carcass to where the vultures could get it, and it was gone in a day. It was amazing how thorough they were.
Bones and all?
Bones and all. The town of Hillsborough said it began receiving complaints from disgruntled neighbors around May 2024, which their legal battle began. Neighbor Michael Beanland, who moved next door to the couple with his wife in 2020, told the Hillsborough Board of Commissioners the Austrians told him the birds were migratory and not a permanent fixture at their home. Beanland told the board that the vultures regularly spill over into his yard where their talons have damaged his roof shingles and coated the pavement. So, as recently as early February 2026, Mr. Austrian was observed placing some material believed to be food scraps on the ground at the property. Moments after Mr. Austrian sent out the food, vultures swarmed the property to feast on the scraps.
Do they live in a neighborhood like ours, as in like connected backyards that could cause how
It's a
close
lot.
are
It
we?
is a large it's a large lot that they have. You know, they had a deer die, and
Yeah.
they're building this big fence. But this goes to the point, like, okay, vultures in your backyard.
Not okay. I mean,
Not
who
okay.
who wants that is my first
Nobody
question.
wants that. But this brings up another topic about feeding wildlife in general. Is it okay
Oh,
to feed the
Is this
wildlife?
are we going into neighborhood
Neighborhood
court?
court. Da-da-da-da-da-da. This is neighborhood court, and we're gonna make a ruling.
Gavel, gavel.
Should you? Now, I mean,
I have a strong opinion about this.
if you recall with the peach truck, I said that I was going to throw the damn peach truck peach out into the yard to feed the deer.
I recall your anger about the peaches. I recall
Yes.
you saying you were going to throw it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, this is the one I've thrown an apple out that's rotting, and it's not good enough for human consumption, but
Yeah.
fine for a deer to consume.
We do not have a compost pile, to be clear, at our house. So.
Yeah, we do, but still.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like,
just throw 'em a little something,
a little
something.
snicky snack.
I love how you say snicky snack.
You know what? I don't, because I got that word from a former friend
Mhm.
who's no longer allowed to
Okay.
contact me, but she used to say that, and it just stuck, and I can't get rid of it.
Well, I like it, so now you can own it.
Oh, okay, it's my word.
We've changed the
We've changed the
chain
the
of custody.
etymology of it.
Perfect.
It has been
Yeah.
Therefore changed.
We
Anyways,
had yeah.
So feeding
Can we
can
not?
we-
Should
can
we?
we?
Should we not?
should be feeding birds. I have a bird feeder out there. Yes, Jen.
I think no, and I have many thoughts. I hate birds, as we're all well aware. The only birds that I enjoy are the hummingbirds that you attract with your hummingbird feeders, and I'm okay with that.
But you know what we had the other day?
What?
An oriole. An oriole
Really?
came to the house because it's migrating,
Oh.
just like the vultures apparently.
Mm,
But
yeah.
it was migrating, and this beautiful, beautiful oriole. I'd never seen one in person in my
Okay.
entire life. And the only reason it was hanging out was like, oh, you got a bird feeder, so I'm going to nibble, 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 and then went on its merry way.
Okay. So I guess I have to redact my statement. What's
Yeah,
the right word here?
Redact.
I do enjoy the cardinals that come to my yard.
Oh, cardinals and hummingbirds. I got two on you.
yeah.
Nice.
I do enjoy the cardinals, and I call them Annie and Roger, which are my parents' names.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I just enjoy doing that. And so I like them. I don't know why they're there because we don't have any bird feeders, but they come into the yard. We get robins, which I don't necessarily like. I will embrace the wildlife a little bit more now because it gives Poggy,
Yes.
the
Yes.
cat. For people who know, I usually just say the cat. His name is also Parker, but Poggy is his new
Poggy.
nickname. If everyone
I
doesn't
love
know
it.
that, we love it. Poggy loves some yard activity, and we have birds that have built a nest like up underneath the overhang by my office.
Yeah.
And and they'll perch on the little banister there, and he loves that. So I'm a fan for him.
Yes.
And then this morning, Jason was like, "You're never going to believe what happened." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Poggy made a new friend in the yard." And I was like, "What?"
A squirrel?
And it was a deer. And I noticed that the deer was tucked away. He was actually laying on the ground in the back of our yard. And apparently he had been closer in earlier in the day.
And they were like looking at each other?
Just like he was looking through the window. Far away, but like he
Yes.
was out there and the cat could see him.
Oh.
But what I would say is I don't think, Jason actually, this might be controversial. Jason likes crows and ravens, which I know a lot of people don't.
Why?
He thinks, well, I think it's true. They're very smart and they can learn words.
I do
and
think they're
speak.
smart.
And for whatever reason, he just has an affinity for crows and ravens. But I won't let him feed them to attract them. And he's never fed an animal outside of our house because he knows he can't do that. But he would be the epitome of someone who, from a point of animal love and caretaking, would want to do things like that. But I don't think it's a good idea.
Not even a bird feeder. Like do you not like my bird feeder in the back? You don't like it's there?
Honestly, I never really thought about it. Sometimes I think that the bird feeder could be good because I don't like the birds in my mind. So
They're going to my house instead of yours?
Well, even if I had my bird feeder in our yard, because then they wouldn't peck at my house. That's another problem I have with the birds because I live in basically a giant birdhouse.
You do.
A wooden giant birdhouse.
You do.
So I don't know. The pretty birds I'm okay with. I guess I'm loosening up.
What's an ugly bird to you?
Starlings, all the ones that peck at my house.
Ah, well, I don't like starlings either. They're mean. They're
Pigeons.
nasties. Pigeons? You don't like pigeons?
No.
Why?
They're ugly and they poop everywhere.
All birds poop everywhere. They can't control it.
I also
the world
do not
is
like
their toilet.
seagulls.
Seagulls?
I don't like seagulls.
I don't like seagulls. Scare me because they like to swoop down when you're
Remember
at the
when
beach.
I told you about the seagull that ate that woman's sandwich?
I do.
In Maine?
I do remember that. It's so crazy. It's completely wild.
I guess if I had to render a verdict, I would say it is acceptable for people to have a bird feeder. I can't disparage that as a choice.
Thank goodness.
You could choose to have it or not have it, but it's okay.
But you shouldn't be feeding them food scraps.
No, you can't have any raw meat outside.
Yes.
You can't put any. I mean, I just don't put anything out that's going to attract any predators. Certainly nothing for the coyotes, if you will.
For the raccoons.
The raccoons. We cannot attract them.
The opossums.
The opossums also is a big no-no.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to end at basic bird feeder dynamics.
Yes. Basic. Okay.
There's absolutely could you imagine if you had a dead deer in your backyard? In what world would you think, you know what, I'm just going to leave it here so that birds of prey can come swoop down and enjoy a nice supper?
Have a lovely
who
feast.
is thinking that?
Nobody is. Nobody wants that.
I would be calling Mount Lebanon and I would be like, I pay
too.
taxes for crying out loud. I have 0 kids. Can you please come get this carcass out of my yard?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I feel like we have come to a complete and unified decision on this. I'm glad that you have decided to slightly curve your opinion on the bird feeders because I thoroughly enjoy. I love looking outside my window, looking at the little birds, and I take pictures and I look at them, and then I see cardinals mate for life. Do you know this?
Oh, so Annie and Raj have been together for years then
Cardinals
at my
mate
house.
for life, and I was literally watching one of a male cardinal give the female cardinal food.
Providing a loving meal.
Yes, it was beautiful. It might have been an anniversary dinner. We don't know.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I feel like I had one other thing to say about birds, but yeah.
We have a lot of opinions about animals and nature.
Yeah.
In general.
Oh, it wasn't an opinion. I was going to say, apparently there's this app video thing that you can set up that will film the birds that come to your feeder.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it'll tell you what type of birds they are.
Yes. Well, Brian has an app on his phone that he can just listen to the bird and it'll tell you the type of bird that it is.
I feel like there should be a very special subset of queenagers that also enjoy birding.
I mean, like, I'm not going to go foraging through the forest and, or bird park and look for birds. But when they're around, I like knowing what they are. I'm fascinated. And I could never touch one except for a hummingbird. I would love to touch a hummingbird. Oh, can you imagine? I bet they're silky
Have you ever been to the aviary?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, if you love birds, like, that's
there. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, anyway, I
like a flamingo.
I love a flamingo.
It's pink. It's standing.
On one leg.
Doesn't really fly
a lot of time.
that much, if at all. And I'm okay with that.
I heard they're kind of an asshole, though, too.
Oh, well, that's a disappointment.
You like swan, right? Would you like a swan?
No, probably not. I actually really hate ducks.
The strong opinion that you have about the birds is maybe one of my favorite things about you. You're like, I hate ducks. I hate
don't
seagulls.
like ducks. They get out of the water and they just move at you so fast and aggressively. It's awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not untrue whatsoever.
I don't have time for that.
All right.
Okay, verdict rendered. Enjoy your bird feeders. Take some pics. Bird it up. We're cool with it. We're cool with it. And your neighbors are probably cool with it too. If I can get down with a bird feeder, most people are cool with it.
Yes. I'm ready to move on to my Sidewalk Side-Eye.
Ooh, let's hear it.
So, that we recently had our driveway replaced.
Correct.
So, original driveway replaced. Original porch replaced. We got our permits. Everything was copacetic. Everything's fine. Everything passed. Everything looks beautiful. I'm very, very happy with the final product. So I'm down recording this week or last week, and someone rings the doorbell, which first of all pisses me off because that means I have to stop recording, wait for them to leave, and then, go back to it. So it interrupts my flow. And I was doing a new book talking about eating disorders, which was fascinating.
You learned so much stuff.
I did, and I was learning about cognitive flexibility, which was really interesting to me. Totally, we're taking a quick detour here. Cognitive flexibility. And so the picture with the beautiful woman and the old woman.
Yes,
I know
what you mean.
The optical illusion picture. In my younger years, I could easily bounce back between the two very, very quickly. I think I used to always find the pretty woman first and then the older woman, but I could easily bounce back and forth. So this picture was in this book as an example.
Okay.
And I was looking at it and I was like, I can only see the old woman. I can only see the old woman. I can only see the old woman. And I'm like looking at this. I obviously paused because I couldn't read while I was doing that at the same time. And then I went to the internet and I found the picture. I was like, someone's got to outline the pretty woman for me. It took me that much energy to actually find this other view.
Yeah.
But this has to do with cognitive flexibility. And that's a technique that they use and try to help people. I should probably not be talking all about this, but the book will be out soon enough and I'll tell you what the name of it is. And then you guys can go read it for yourselves or listen to it. Mm-hmm. And it involves having your brain understand that there is not just one way to do things, right?
Yeah.
That's the cognitive flexibility. And I actually feel like as I've gotten older, my cognitive flexibility has declined. And I don't know if that's because I am...
Me.
You?
Oh,
yeah.
But I'm also... there's a right way to do things person, which I'm not proud of, but
I am the same way. I do feel that for a lot of things. And it's not that I don't think there are other ways to do it. And those ways also would achieve the same outcome, but my way's better and faster.
If you ask Jason, he'd say, I feel the same. I feel the same way about my ways of doing things.
So cognitive flexibility, I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm in my booth. The doorbell rings. I look out. I see a woman, and she's got like a clipboard with her. I was like, oh, she's probably selling something, or it's like some, politician coming around because the election's coming up, and they just want to do door to door. So I just pay no attention to it. Continued to forget that she was even there, and then I go outside to get a package, and I see something on my door, and it's an orange door tag, just like the window or door guys. They're coming by, and they're sticking a tag on to say your windows suck.
Your
even
windows
even if they don't. So I look at it and it says Allegheny County assessments. And then it's got our parcel written on it, handwritten. It says interior/exterior renovations. It says, please call this woman with her phone number. And it says failure to call may result in estimated assessments or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is totally a scam. Like, there's no way they're going door to door to like just pop these things on people's doors. So, but I take the bait and I call the phone number because I was like, okay, well, I'll just call and see what it's like. The phone number doesn't have like Allegheny County. It doesn't say anything about assessments. It doesn't even have a greeting. It's just like, the person you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave a message after the tone. So I hang up. And I'm like, definitely a scam. There's no seal. There's no nothing on it. It's literally like someone just went to Kinko's and got some shit like
Yeah, I've seen it and it appears very unofficial.
Very unofficial with a little thread on it.
It's mildly threatening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I send it to the group chat and the group chat's like, oh no, you guys, you need your permits, you do your permits, everything should be fine. But we got actually several lawyers in the neighborhood. And so one of them called me and they're like, nah, Amber, this is actually legit. And here's what you need to do. And here's who you can call and blah, blah, blah. So I follow up on it. And thank you to our neighbors, 2 of them that called me about this and just kind of walked me through the fact that I wasn't getting scammed. So I left it for Brian to deal with, of course.
We went down the natural path here.
You can handle that piece of it. But my side eye is, that is some sneaky shit.
It is.
And here's the sneaky part of it. You're coming to, so how do they even know that happened? Probably because they saw that we pulled permits to get our driveway redone. Not an improvement, just, not getting water leaking into my house because the driveway was cracking concrete. But we just did improvements to our house to prevent damage to it. And you want to come knocking on the door and asking for more money. That's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is your process of doing this. And then you leave this very unofficial looking flyer from Kinko's on my door with no last name, with no legit phone number. And I got to say, you know what? Shame. Shame. I am side-eyeing you so hard.
I feel like we pay way too much in taxes that they couldn't have some sort of URL or QR code on the damn thing that also gives you more information, right? Like, it's so bizarre. It's
Give me
odd.
a website to go to, for crying out loud.
Or when you submit your permits, etc., that should be part of the material that you get. Like that you have to read or that it tells you in that process. Like, oh, you're going to go through this, whether you have improvements or not. Somebody's going to come to your house unannounced.
And looking very unofficial, like she just walked from like 2 miles down the road because it's hot outside.
Not okay.
It's not okay. I'm not a fan.
I don't know if that requires a verdict, but the verdict is not okay.
Not okay. That is just that is like a side eye with a roll. Like, oof. And a lip
a high pony whip.
Jesus. Oh my God. Anyway, so that's my side eye.
I think that's very fair.
Yes.
Be warned, everyone. Take note.
Take note.
Even if you are not doing an actual expansion, improvement, etc.
Yeah.
They got your number.
They got your number. They do have your number.
Boo hiss.
Boo hiss, whatever. All right. So speaking of the group chat.
Oh, yes.
There is another group chat thing that I have to bring up. And this happened a while ago, but I was perusing Facebook on my normal, morning peruse. And I follow different townships, local Facebook groups.
Oh, okay.
So not just Mount Lebanon, but not just Pittsburgh either. And I saw this one post where it was like, they arrested him. And there was a kid, a solicitor.
Okay.
And the police were there and he got arrested, or he got cited. I don't know if he got arrested. He got cited. And it turns out that this kid was going door to door and didn't have a permit.
Oh, okay.
There were 187 comments underneath this post, which I found fascinating. And of course, the amount of division and opinions related to door-to-door salespeople is fascinating to me. But let me give you this particular one, because this person or this company also made their way to our neighborhood.
Truth.
And they made their way to the Pine Tree group chat because of their behavior. This is a pest control company, which I will not name. It's not anyone that our neighbors are using, because one of our proud neighbors started the group chat by saying, FYI, be forewarned, there was someone coming door to door. He ain't good. I won't call him not what I ever just said, because I'll cut that out of the episode. But this young man, I think, might be in college, and during his conversations with individuals in our neighborhood, he was quite insulting.
That's the word, literally on the street.
He was quite insulting. And I just want to say a couple of the things that he said to try to get business. And so if you're a door-to-door solicitor, this isn't the way to do it. All right. So apparently, by the way, in this original message that came through with our neighbor, that they have terrible reviews, and there's apparently a fine print cancellation fee of $800, and they won't leave you any information.
Bullshit.
So our neighbor said he had refused them 3 times, and they still wouldn't go away. But they eventually did, which is great. So then our neighbor next door, and I feel like Dave and Betsy will be comfortable with me using their names.
Okay.
And if not, I feel like I still am okay with using their names without their permission, because I feel like David's response was so great.
Okay.
So there were
he deserves credit then.
He does
so,
deserve credit.
Let's hear it.
There was some sympathy amongst the group, like, oh, he's just young, he's trying to sell, which I don't disagree with. But Mr. David says, oh, don't feel bad. He's a real piece of work. He didn't even cuss in the group chat, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
When I told him the second time that he needed to speak to my wife on these matters, he said, are you not the breadwinner?
Breadwinner.
Are you not the breadwinner of the house? And you know what David said? Actually, no, I'm not. Whether that's true or not, who cares? And he said he doubled down and asked me if I was not able to make executive decisions to protect our house from the ants and spiders.
I love that we have to make executive decisions pertaining to pests.
Yes. And then the original person that put this out too, and I'm not going to mention their names because I definitely don't have permission to use them. He asked him if he was the homeowner, and the gentleman said yes. And he goes, oh, I thought maybe you were security, because that neighbor is like really big and could look intimidating.
Yeah.
But apparently he was like also bullying one of our other neighbors and like not letting her shut the door.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. So then I was, of course, so now I'm on this train of now Facebook's just feeding me information about this bug and pest company, and showed up in another neighborhood, not learning their lessons. This is not going to be good for that company.
No, it will not.
That company, that will remain nameless for the sake of the podcast and the sake of our sanity. Anyway, so again, don't forget to name your group chats. Make something cute and sweet and wonderful. Honestly, it will help you keep everything organized in your phones.
True. We need one with our Skin Lab girlies.
We do.
We need a name.
I'm gonna start a new chat on Instagram with them, and you can be in it, but I don't think you're gonna want to be in it.
Oh, is it romance based?
No, it's not romance based. It's Bravo based.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm gonna get Natalie, Maria, and Mystica. And like, if you want to be a part of it,
it's okay. I don't have to be part of it.
God.
I mean, you can put me in it
You're
if
not
you
a
want,
joiner. You're not a joiner. You're not a joiner like that, and I appreciate it about you. You don't have a FOMO for this, which is
correct.
This is great.
It won't hurt my feelings. I mean, I have nothing to add.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, oh my god, did you guys see blah? And I'll be like, no. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I've got my rosé and I'm ready to. And I'll be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I would just be the downer of the whole You'd
the
have
whole thing.
you would include me, and then you'd be like, we have to have a different one because Jen can't be in
we
it
have to
anymore.
kick her
and
out.
then that'd
I
be
just
fine.
kick you out. Oh,
I'm
gracious.
predisposed to not joining, and therefore won't need to be kicked out.
I thought this for
Respect
you
it.
and for everybody. I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
great
fair
to
to
have
all.
those types of boundaries.
It's fair to all.
All right, let's get into silver linings, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. So you go.
I feel like we have like a good rotation though
Yeah,
going. Like I feel like
know.
I was talking too much on the last episode.
You weren't
There's
talking
no such
too
thing
much.
as too much.
No.
There's no such thing as too much.
Mm-mm.
It's like
it's a balance. We have a balanced friendship.
we have to fill it in. So as everyone knows, I have a strong inclination to get people to like and share and engage with our social content because I do a majority of the social posts. Amber does a majority of the
95%.
pod production.
Yeah.
We have divisions of labor.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm very, very into the gram.
Mhm.
At TikTok, I do the post and then sometimes Amber goes in and
I make
responds
I
to the
read the
comments.
comments. Yes.
But I would like to do a silver lining and a shout out to our neighbor Kathleen.
Go, Kathleen, go.
I feel like we need like a fireworks sound or a cheer
She
sound.
came in like a wrecking ball. That doesn't work.
I don't know. Well, she came in like a lovely neighbor.
She did.
And she shared some of her posts recently on her
I love
stories.
it. So
And
sweet.
I really appreciated it. It was very
We both
kind.
do.
And
Yeah.
that's how we get the word out.
That
So
is
I
the
think
word.
you know, our little pod has more appeal than some people might realize. I think, you know, people listen to it all over.
They
So,
do, not just on our street.
Not just on our street.
And not just in Mount Lebanon,
Also all the way in, what was it, Singapore?
Singapore. We've got people all over.
We've got a few international
people
listeners.
all over the world.
I know.
5% of our listeners are not in the United States.
It's amazing. So we really appreciate it when you do that. So
Yeah.
mwah, kisses to the screen for Kathleen.
Yes.
Oh, and that even rhymed.
Oh my
It
God,
was
was great.
meant to be.
It
So
was.
we appreciate you.
We
And
do.
everyone who comments and likes. But she went out on a limb. She even made comments about how great it is. So it was a very nice overlay.
And that's our final plug. You know, don't
That's what we
forget to
got.
like, share, follow. Give us a little story at Neighbors Neighboring. Or shoot us an email at neighborsneighboring@gmail.com. gmail.com. And if you want to hire me for your voiceover, I'm happily available.
She is. She's great.
Female.com.
Queenager.
Queenager. I kind of want that on. Okay, let's business plan.
Okay, we have
We're
to
ready.
go. We have to business plan.
Yeah,
so let's
it's
do
time.
that.
We have time. We have to work now.
Kathleen's given us the support we need to be motivated to do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Bye, neighbors.
Bye, neighbors. Thanks for catching up with Neighbors Neighboring. We would love to have you like and subscribe to our podcast, which you can find anywhere you listen. Share this with your friends and family because that's how we grow. And we would love to have you engage with us on social media, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place. Join our hood.